you guys did not make it, did not get in, oh my gosh, you guys are missing a treat. And we got Barbie Wunsch here with the Paso Robles Youth Arts putting this on.
That's right, Randy.
Oh my gosh. What do you think? I mean, look at all these people, and the weather can't be any nicer than what it is right now.
Today is like the greatest day ever. It is amazing. There's so many people here, and they're pouring wine, and it's just the most perfect weather and some amazing paellas.
Oh my gosh. I did a little loop through the chefs back there, and as soon as you drop down in this area right here, the smell just mesmerizes you as you start driving. It's kind of like driving by a great barbecue. You can smell that. You smell it right when you come down in there.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've had an incredible crew of volunteers here all morning setting up, and it's really great that you're here today, Randy. We really appreciate it and really glad to be a part of this.
Oh, we're excited to be a part of it because I don't know anything about, well, for one, Pinot and or papaya.
Paella.
Paella. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I know.
You're gonna learn today.
I knew I was gonna blow that. But you have a vegan. You have a dessert one. You have some there with like chicken and beef, and I think somebody's got like an exotic type meat over there.
A lot of seafood.
There's so many different options.
There's something for everyone here. So yes.
So this has been going on for 20 years. Obviously, it started off with an idea, and it started off as a smaller event, but it kicked off and just grew faster and bigger than they expected, so they had to make it bigger. Now you're in the park.
Here we are.
And you guys, this is the first year that you guys are doing it, that you guys took over, right? How
That's
was
right.
that experience?
It's been a big learning curve, but everything's going so smoothly. Like I said, we have volunteers that just showed up from everywhere, and they have so much experience, and the volunteers really made the day so far. Like, they've just really worked hard to make this happen. So that's been really great. The wineries are exceptionally wonderful to work with. They're happy. They love this event. We're really happy to have them. And the chefs are all happy and just enjoy this event. So the buzz is there. Like, we are happy to be here, and this is going to be a great day. And
you have a contest going on that who's the best chef, right?
That's right.
So tell me about that and who won last year.
Absolutely. So we have a judging panel that does judging, and they pick a first, second, and third. And then we also have the People's Choice Award, which is also a first, second, and third. So there's QR codes set up by each of the chef's tables, and for People's Choice, they can go and scan that QR code and pick their first, second, and third choice of paella. So that's pretty cool. And then they get prizes and bragging rights for the year. So last year, People's Choice was Jeffry from Jeffry's Wine Country Barbecue, and on the judging table was Rachel from Justin Winery last year.
Oh my gosh! And you have some new wineries out here this year that I've never even heard of. Like, we got Heroe, which is a little bit part of Sculpterra.
Correct.
Right. You got Arndt.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. So there's a lot of new faces out here this year.
There's a lot of amazing wine. We are so fortunate to have the wines that we have in this area. We have 24 wineries here today. So they're all pouring their best Pinots, and they're just happy to be here. And they're talking all about their wine, explaining their process, and really just giving everyone a great experience.
And if anybody's watching right now, do you still have tickets, or are you guys sold out?
We're close, but come on to the gate. We're selling tickets at the gate. So, yeah, come on out.
And the weather's perfect.
The weather is 74 degrees. It is absolutely perfect.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice breeze. It's lovely.
This is awesome. This is so cool. Well, Barbie, I'm not going to take any more of your time because I know you are getting pulled all different directions right now. First year. Oh, my gosh. Wait till tomorrow. You're going to relax and go to sleep and just kind of relax and enjoy the day?
I'm going to try.
Back to work. Getting ready for next year.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But thank you, Randy. And I'll be back later, I guess, and
yes,
I can help you close this out. But, yeah, we're going to go have a beautiful day all out in there.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you guys aren't down here, get down here. We're in the Templeton Park until 5 o'clock tonight. Tickets, they're selling at the door, but they're going fast. They will sell out. They have only a few left, so we're going to take a break, and we will be right back. What's up, North County?
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid.
And Deanna.
At North County Junk Removal, we are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here in the Templeton Park, and we got Paul with Sculpterra and Heroe.
That's right.
Right? Tell me about Heroe.
Yeah, in fact, I brought our Heroe, it's how you say it in Spanish, Hero or Heroe.
Okay.
I started this label in 2011. In fact, I did it because Uga, the man on the front, was retiring, and he was moving to Mexico. And it just so happened that same year that I wanted to make a barrel of wine for the workers and bottle it, and we were going to just give them the wine to take back to Mexico. They go to Mexico every Christmas. So we were doing that process, and then Uga tells me, hey, I'm going to head home, and I'm old now, I want to retire. So we bottled it, we gave the wine to the workers, but we didn't have a label for it. And they wanted to do a palm tree or a picture of their church back in their home in Mazatlan. And they had different ideas, and I said, no, those are good ideas, but why don't we put one of you guys on the label? And I suggested putting Uga. I said, Uga's been here for 10 plus years. He's the hardest working guy that we had, and he's not the manager, not the jefe. He's the lowest on the totem pole. He's a guy you'd have dig a hole all day doing a trench or some project, and he's happy and just has a great spirit. And just also, everyone poked fun of him. He's one of these guys that you tease him and he just laughs with you. He'd also go out to town a lot. A lot of locals knew him because he goes to the bars and hangs out and just super social. And he's very photogenic. I had taken a lot of pictures of him because he's always smiling for the camera. He's not afraid of the camera. So I told them, hey, let's put Uga on the label. And I had this picture that I took of him, and I made it work for a label. Then the back label, we feature all the workers. So this changes every year. We get a couple people that only work for Harvest, or some of the workers come and go. Some of the workers, like Roque and Angel, they've worked for my family longer than I've been alive. So my parents bought our property in 1979. We moved up from LA in 1989. I was born in 86, so I learned to speak Spanish working with them.
Wow.
So we put Uga on the front label, and then the rest of the team with their nicknames on the back of the label, and I gave the wine to the workers. So they all got a couple cases each. And we had a couple bottles on display at the tasting room, and everyone that saw the label said, hey, can I buy that bottle? And we said, oh, no, this was just a fun deal we did to give wine to the workers to honor them. And that's when it kind of clicked that, hey, I should make this an alternate brand. We have our Sculpterra label, which is all about the art. We have an amazing sculpture garden. This is one of our cat sculptures at the tasting room.
Right.
So it's a totally different concept, but I figured, you know what? We have our high-end art label. Why don't we do a label honoring the workers? And then we partnered with the Flying Samaritans. They do medical missionary work in Baja, California. They fly south of Ensenada. They go to San Quintin, and a portion of the proceeds goes and supports them. We just had a poker tournament a couple weeks ago to help the Flying Samaritans. So 2012, I made it an official label, and it's a value price wine is how I like to say. You know, it's not, you know, you can buy it for $25 a bottle, $28 a bottle locally. We're at the Templeton Market. Also,
soon to be down here at the Cowboy Pizza.
Cowboy Pizza, yeah. I gave the owners a tour last Sunday, met their family and everybody. We had a great time, and they're bringing in the Cabernet Viognier and Rosé as well. Would you like to taste it?
Yes, sir, I would, absolutely. You know, it's such a great story because of such a heavy Hispanic population that we have here in the North County.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And so I can understand why you would bring that and why that would be such a popular draw to that. And as far as I know, I don't think anybody's really kind of captured that market of the wines.
Yeah, and
the idea,
I wanted,
Paul.
Yeah, I thought it was great because you don't see these people. Like when you drink when you drink a glass of wine, when you go to a tasting room, you only see the tasting room staff. Maybe you meet the winemaker, the owners, but you don't see the men or women behind it,
right,
doing the day-to-day jobs, pruning, weeding, picking, everything. And what I love about this is that these people love what they do. They're proud to get up early every day, work hard. They really enjoy it, and they like wine too. My wife started a wine club for Latina divas is what she calls it, which is pretty cool. And we teach wine education for vineyard workers that grow grapes, know how to farm, but they don't know the proper way to swirl the glass and smell wine and why wines come out the way they do, and just learning what you like about wines and what your own palate gives you.
Well, let's try this here. Wow, that's got to get a little heat to it too, huh?
Yeah, because we're on the east side of Highway 101. We're actually one of the only producers of Pinot in our area, but I've learned over the years how to adapt it and make it come out right. We prune it late to delay bud break. Then we pick it early. It doesn't get super sweet on the vine. That gives it more acidity, more tart fruit flavors. We pick it at night too. We start picking at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. We pick at the coldest time of the day. Get it into the winery. We don't crush it. We just de-stem it, so it's whole berry fermentation.
And so, Paul, what's the benefit of doing that picking in the morning time like that in the cool weather?
Yeah, especially Pinot, because Pinot is a thin-skinned grape that once the sun comes out, the grapes heat up a lot. And a lot of people have learned, if you can pick the grapes, crush them, start the fermentation off cold, you get much better flavors, more like cranberry, raspberry, cherry, all those flavors, those inherent flavors are present at the grape at that time. And if it's cold, it'll trap the flavors. If it's hot, it starts to cook the flavors almost. And those tastes, you get other notes, of course, but I think it comes out best if it's picked early in the morning. And then we ferment it really cold the whole way through. That's the other thing. If you pick the grapes cold, you start the fermentation off cold, it'll stay cold throughout that 10-day, 12-day fermentation. And then we don't use any new oak on this. If you smell it, you really just get the true essence of the grape.
You can smell the fruit.
It doesn't have vanilla, butterscotch, caramel. Those are nice bouquets to have in your wine, but with Pinot, because it's such a delicate grape, I really want to show off the flavors of the vineyard. Like you're tasting the true essence of the vineyard, and there's no oak that's overpowering it.
So, Paul, where are you guys located?
Yeah, we are out on Lene Road, which in Paso, if you're, we're about 4.5 miles east of town. The Cruston-Niblick intersection, just head east on Lene, and it's about a 10-minute drive from downtown. We're part of the Backroads Wineries.
Okay.
So there's a couple others, little smaller wineries around our area. But what's nice about our place is we're really off on our own. Like once you're out there, you're definitely out there. And we have a sculpture garden, and we have food trucks every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, live music Saturday and Sunday. So we're a destination. We get lots of families. We have ping pong, foosball, bocce ball, chess and checkers. So
it's an experience. Once you get out there, stay there for a little bit because you got all kinds of activities and stuff to do.
And we make a fantastic Pinot Noir, of course, but we also I make over 20 different wines every year. So we do everything from Cabernet, Syrah, Petit Syrah, Mourvedre, Primitivo.
What's your favorite?
Cabernet Franc. It's hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of them, and depending on the time of year and what I'm tasting, and I'm constantly trying them and evaluating them, and experimenting. As a winemaker, you have to experiment. You have to try different yeast, different barrels, different picking times. I think what really makes our winery special is that I'm the vineyard manager and the winemaker. So when we harvest the grapes, I'm the one sampling and determining when we're going to pick. So when I think the grapes are ripe and ready, we start picking, but we don't pick all of it. We'll pick in segments. We'll pick a third of the block on this day, and then once the grapes are in, then we could taste the juice, smell it, and we could say, yeah, this seems great, but why don't we wait another week and get the grapes even riper?
Wow.
So we pick in stages, and I do that with the Pinot as well. So you have the first lot may come out more acidic and tart. That second lot, which hung out in the vine longer, that may have more a lot more body, smoothness, a different texture because the grapes are that much sweeter, which will produce a higher alcohol wine. So it's about complexity and balance, not throwing all your eggs in one basket, but picking in different
variety,
different stages to make the best wine.
Awesome. Well, Paul, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' label. You guys do a lot here in the North County with the community, and we appreciate you guys. And I think that that label there is going to do really well here in the North County, and I mean it probably has been. And it's a great story. Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
Lovely day. Come on out to Pinot Paella.
Right?
I think there's still
75
tickets
degrees.
available. So.
Oh my gosh. And it's just kicking off here, and there's a lot of people, and I don't want to take up any more of your time because you got a lot of people over there at your booth. And, but thank you for coming over and sharing the story, and I look forward to some more of them.
Thank you.
Awesome, Paul.
Great time.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, we're still out here at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella out here at the Templeton Park, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
It's time for Brew at the Zoo on Saturday, September 7th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Charles Paddock Zoo. This event will feature a variety of craft beers, ciders, seltzers, distilled spirits, and wine. There will be plenty of food vendors and live music to dance to. We have a great lineup of bands, including the Vibe Setters and Ghost Monster, and we'll be queuing up those hula hoops, costumes, and dance music for fun contests. Don't miss Brew at the Zoo, sipping to support wildlife conservation.
To water the grass. I like to say it's giving back to the earth.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here at the Templeton Park, and we've got Caitlin with Barton, and I mean, you're wearing a lot of hats today.
I do have a lot of hats on today. I look good in yellow, I think.
Do you?
I think so.
Right?
It matches your banner.
Totally.
Yeah.
You didn't even know about that. You're like, I like yellow.
I'm on brand. So yeah, I'm here today, day of coordinating for the wineries on behalf of the festival. And then I'm also here representing Barton Family Estate. We're pouring our Pinot. And then our estate chef is here too, Danelle Jarinsky. She is doing a really fabulous shrimp paella over at the barbecues.
Oh my gosh, I love shrimp.
I should have brought you that.
I know. Well, I'm giving them a little, leeway because they're busy over there.
They're swamped.
They've been here for hours cooking.
I'm not convinced that the people are here for the Pinot. I think it's the paella.
You think so?
I think so.
I know. Well, I saw that you have the dessert Pinot paella over there at the corner.
Yep.
That looks very refreshing.
Yeah. I can't wait to try it all.
So, Caitlin, tell me a little bit about this event. This is the first year that the Paso Robles Youth Arts has taken it over, 100%.
Yep.
Right? And so, how do you feel about the people here in the wineries? I mean, it seems pretty packed.
Yeah, it is packed. It's great to see everyone in such high spirits about the event. The wineries were here early setting up. Even the guests who bought tickets, they were here staking a claim with their lawn chairs. It's just such a local crowd, and it's just really awesome to see everyone here supporting a great cause.
What do you think? Have you talked to any of the guests here and see how they're kind of getting the vibe?
Yeah, so it kind of seems like a lot of people want to hit the paella first, and then they're going to come around for the Pinots. But each booth, you look over and you just see all of these people. They're interacting with the wineries. They're really having a one-on-one experience with those folks. Some of them are winemakers pouring here today. So it's just great to see the interaction between those guests who are enjoying the Pinot and the wineries just interacting with them.
How does the guest interact with the competition?
Yeah, so I would say it's just we're all from around here. We're all Paso wineries. It's great to see. We're all neighbors, really. So we're just kind of hanging out. We're tasting each other's wines too, which is all.
Do you have a
fun.
favorite? I mean,
other than what I
brought
poured
some
you,
Barton, right?
I did bring
Obviously,
our Barton.
I mean, you're a little biased.
This is our Purple Rain Pinot, but I do have friends here at Volatus. They're right down the road from us, and they used to be even closer neighbors when they were down the hill from Barton. So we've shared a lot of wine and memories over the years with those folks. So, yeah, I do like their Pinot. They have a Pinot Rosé.
We just had some.
It's delicious.
100%. And I don't know 100% about all the different wines like you do, but I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's a rosé, and I was like, oh wait, is it? And he's like, yeah, it's 100%. It's
Pinot.
Pinot Rosé. And so what do we got with Barton here? What is this?
Yeah, this is our Purple Rain. So it's 100% Pinot Noir. It's whole cluster. So what we do is, sorry, there's a bug in my nose. What we do is ferment it on the stems. So we don't de-stem it. So that's where you're getting a little bit of this green note to it, a little bit of grassiness. I'm getting this really bright acidic pop, and then a little bit of kind of a cherry cola thing going on. But it's really fruit forward on the nose.
What does that mean? You ferment it on the vine?
Yes. So what you do when the grapes are picked, you typically with some reds, you de-stem it first. So it goes through a processing de-stemmer where it shakes the berries off of the vine. So it's just going, if you de-stem fruit, it's just going berry first into a fermenter or a bin or something like that. Whole cluster, we throw it in all together. So stems and all go into the fermenter, and then it ferments away, giving it a little bit more of what I like to say is a little bit of a green character, adds a little bit of body to it.
Yeah.
Tannins come from the skin too, so.
Yeah, it's
from the stems.
and it's not very heavy.
Yeah, it's lighter.
It's super light, actually. I mean, considering it's a red and it's,
yeah. And this fruit is picked pretty ripe too, so it's really pretty considering some of the factors that went into the 2022 vintage. And maybe if you talk to some other winemakers, you'll kind of hear 2022 was one of those years that was a give or take year.
So obviously you're not as vested years-wise in the wine industry, right? Because there's so many different, the older generations that's been here forever.
Yeah.
So just in your short amount of time, what can you tell me about the difference between the years? You keep saying 2022.
Yeah. So looking at different years and things, you have so many factors involved. 2020, 2021, a lot of folks are worried about fires and smoke taint. 22 was a hotter year. 23 was still a little bit warmer. 24, everyone says is a great year. I think so too. And then, depending on yields and things like that, how people harvest and really crop manage makes a difference too. But I studied wine a bit at Cal Poly, so I'm not, I haven't been in the industry for a while, and most of my time spent at Cal Poly, I was under 21, so tasting wine wasn't really a thing. But I did learn a lot about it.
You couldn't do it, right, Kaylin? Right? You weren't drinking wine before you were 21.
We had to sign a contract. It was a sip and spit.
Okay.
Yeah. I was good.
But it's interesting. So we got we've had the years in the past had lots of rain, tons of rain.
Yes.
So this year is kind of like a under average.
Yep.
Right? Now, how does that affect the grapes?
Yeah, so you could see it from a couple of perspectives. Again, I'm not a winemaker. I did just study it at Cal Poly briefly. But usually grapes, when they are stressed, it tends to yield better fruit. If the vine is a little bit stressed, there's less grapes, meaning the vine is putting the energy into making those fewer clusters, really, really good is kind of how I like to break it down in a very basic way almost.
Now, do you have a favorite, like between whites and reds?
All the grapes?
Yeah.
I like Grenache. I like Grenache because you can do a lot with it. You can make rosé, you could age it in barrel for a while and make a pretty bold Grenache, or you could even do like a carbonic, which is cool. I like Grenache because it's pretty flexible.
Awesome. Well, so Caitlin, tell me where Barton is and how people can find you guys.
Yeah, so Barton is located on the 46 West. We are just before Sextant, Four Lanterns, Niner, kind of out in that neighborhood. And we have a distillery as well as a kitchen, and then of course the winery. You could do everything on our property at once, which is really great. We're launching new experiences with our chef Danelle, who's making her paella over there right now.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's a little bit of everything, which is great. We love to cater to the customer, and they can kind of do it all with us.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming on and sharing the story and helping out here, because I'm going to let you go because there's a lot of people. It's filling up fast.
It is.
So,
it's great to see.
Yes. And it's awesome. We're having a blast, and I can't wait to interview all the other winemakers, and then we'll get to the chefs at the end after they get done cooking, because they're wrapping up. So we're gonna continue on this. But thank you for coming on, and thank you for letting us be a part of this.
Should we cheers?
Cheers, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got the Barton's wine. Which one is this?
The 2022 Purple Rain Pinot Noir.
Purple Rain.
After
right,
the
guys.
Prince song.
After the Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, Purple Rain. Right.
Purple Rain.
Do you sing that?
Oh no, I don't sing. Give me more of this, maybe.
Right, and then we'll have the karaoke.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Later.
Awesome, guys. We're at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here at the Templeton Park, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We are at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here at the Templeton Park. We got Gina here with the Paso Robles Chamber, MC. Gosh, you got so many different hats, right? I mean, what are you doing here?
I am the woman of many, many hats. So today
Okay.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We are all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
You as well. Ready? Hey, we're back here at the 20th annual Pinot Paella Festival down here at the Templeton Park, and we got Gina here with the Paso Robles Chamber MC, a little bit of everything. So tell me about what's happening down here, Gina.
All right. So should we just stick to my role today?
Sure.
Let's just stick to today.
Okay,
So today I'm helping my really good friend Barbie Wunc. She's the executive director of the Paso Robles Youth Arts. And so Barbie asked me if I'd MC the event, of course. So the Chamber loves to participate in anything community related. So Paso Robles Templeton Chamber of Commerce said, yes, we will. And so here I am today. And so there's a lot of fun stuff that I talk to everybody about. I'm happy to go over that with you too, so you don't miss anything. Absolutely. I don't want you to miss anything.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you heard the band, Chimo Brothers. Yeah, Chimo Brothers and
amazing.
Friends. Yeah, they were here last year too. They do such a good job. Honestly, they're just great. And then Sideways Uncorked. Have you read that book?
I have not.
You have got to read this book. Okay, so Sideways Uncorked, we actually have the authors here. Mira Honeycutt is one of the guest judges. So there's only 3 guest judges today that are actually judging the paella.
Okay.
I don't think they're doing the Pinot, but they are the paella. And so Mira is one of the guest judges, and then her husband Kirk is over actually at the book signing table. So there's a yellow table over there. You can head over there. You can talk to Kirk. He was also here last year, actually. And so it's an interesting story. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to jump into all of that right now. I'm going to let you figure it out, but it's really cool. I think he would be actually a great candidate to come on here too.
Totally, yeah. No,
Maybe I'll go trade him places and I'll see if I can help people sign.
Yeah, bring people over. Absolutely.
Of course, I gave the shout out to What's Up North County because I needed
you.
everybody to know that you're in the house today broadcasting. So this is fantastic.
Awesome.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, of course. I know it's a lot of effort to set up and get all the things in place, but we appreciate you being here 100%. And then we have featuring Leo Gelato, we've got Chef Andre Aversing.
I just saw that dessert.
Yeah,
over there.
it is. Dessert paella. I didn't even know that this existed. This is exactly what I get for not being, a little bit more worldly. I need to get out there a little bit more. Next up, trip to Spain. So that's Le Gourmet Spot. And then our distinguished guests today, my friends Marc Goldberg and Maggie De Ambrosia are both here.
So they started this.
They started this with Paso Robles Youth Arts in mind the entire time. And so all of the proceeds have always gone back to the youth arts, which I just think is phenomenal. And so last year they kind of said, we've been doing this for so long, maybe we should kind of step away. And we said, okay, you can kind of step away a little bit. So we'll do all the boots on the ground stuff, but you still have to come back every year. And they said, all right, let's do it.
But it's such an interesting story to where they started small at their winery and then started inviting people, and then now look at it.
Right, absolutely.
500 people here.
Totally. Just
25
completely.
wineries.
I know. When you drive up, you just can't believe it. You're like, wait, Templeton Park is going off. What's going on? And then, yep, absolutely. It's everybody that they've gathered here. And what else is funny? I mean, there's other things that are happening this weekend, because how many people I ran into that, I really want to be there. I'm going to go for a couple hours at the very end, or that kind of thing. And it's become a thing, where people really mark their calendars and look forward to this event.
Well, Gina, we live in such a unique area of California, right? And I know you're born and raised, and when you leave this area, it's almost like, when you come, it's like it's heaven. It's such an awesome place to be, because you have so many different options and varieties to go just in the North County.
It's so true, and I know that your dad knew my grandpa very well, and my grandpa used to always say they would go with the Cattlemen's Association. They would travel all over the world, literally Australia and all over Europe, and they would go and look at cattle ranches specifically. And after seeing everything that he had seen in Canada, they were down in South America at one point, and he just always said, his favorite thing was coming back here to Templeton, California, and stepping foot on his ranch. And he said, I have to tell you, no matter where I've been or what I've seen, it's always the most beautiful place on earth is right here.
Well, it's funny, when I was a kid, Templeton wasn't what it is today, right? It was the North County was Paso or Tascadero. Templeton was like, where's Templeton at? It's like, well, you pass it if you go from Paso to Tascadero. But now look at it. I mean, it's the most desired spot place in the North County.
Yeah, absolutely. We have our brand new visitor center down, on Main Street. 524 South Main is where we are. Not saying that you would be leaving Templeton Spirits, but if you were, it's right out of the parking lot, right across the street. And so we're enjoying so much being there, and all of the foot traffic that's coming in, and the people that just even come down for the farmers market on Saturdays, and all of the things that, it used to be on a Wednesday at lunchtime, you could find a spot to park. You can't anymore. No. Templeton is just so busy. I love it. It's the commerce.
Well, with the different types of restaurants, distilleries, wineries, there's such a variety of, there's even vegan, restaurants here.
Sure,
so there's so many different options for people to come here and get an experience. And when I say experience, there's so many different things to do. You're 20 minutes away from the ocean. You're 20 minutes away from the mountains. You can just go different directions and have a complete different experience here.
Yeah, absolutely. For a guest to be able to come in that has never been here before and be able, exactly like you're saying, to go to Hearst Castle and then shoot back over and go ziplining in Margarita, and then come into Templeton and have an amazing dinner at Jack's or Ian McPhee's or anywhere down here, and Club Car Bar is a great spot to go and have a fun 100%. Evening. And now with the hotel coming in, or here actually, the Cambrian Hotel,
I think it opens this week.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
It's amazing.
I know.
It's growing.
Who thought? Yeah.
Being a native here, it's like hard to, I'm sure you could probably understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, of course we all remember AJ Spurs, you know, 8 years old carrying your little cup that you had just gotten with the root beer float in it, you know, and that was the biggest thing. But you didn't have to look 10 times to make sure that there weren't cars coming as we went to cross the street.
Right.
And parents didn't even watch us, you know. It was like, yeah, they're fine. But now here we are, and it's a lot busier, and the traffic's flowing, and it is good. It's definitely 100%. I'm one of those. I still want it the old-fashioned way. I'm okay if I never see a car. I'm okay but that's not the reality of it anymore. And the more and more I understand economic development, and I understand that the world's going to grow and it's going to change with, you know, whether we want it to or not. That's when I think it's important that we're all contributing in some capacity.
But what's awesome is when you do go to a restaurant, I mean, you know at least a handful of people.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, you still have all the locals that are, you know, supporting the local way, the local businesses.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have your tourists that come in, but you still have a hometown vibe here in the North County, no matter where you go, whether it's Tascadero, Templeton, or Paso.
Yeah.
Or even out to Creston.
100%. And it's so interesting. All the consultants that we've worked with over the years, whether it was specifically a tourism study or a study of our downtown or a study of absolutely anything, every single time we have this conversation, we bring people in. A lot of the larger agencies have brought in agencies from out of the area to do things like marketing rebrands and such. And so they'll have consultants come in from San Francisco or even Canada, all over the U.S. And every time they say, well, we need to go talk to the locals. We want to go talk to the people. We want to go talk to your partners. We want to do our own research. Okay, great. Go for it. And every single time they come back and they say, your culture's unbeatable. Everybody is so friendly and so kind and so proud of where they live. And it's not hard to figure out why, in my opinion. I think that it's easy, you know. Of course we love where we live. What's not to love?
What do you think when people come into town, what's the biggest draw? Not, you know, what's the draw to the North County?
Yeah, I think, you know, of course, wine we all know that wine brings in somewhere between 60 and 70% of our guests every single year. It's the wine industry in general. A lot of the comments around that are specific to the fact that they can meet the winemaker. They can have conversations with people that they would not typically with. So oftentimes it's the owner, and they don't get that everywhere else. You don't find that if you're, you know, in other parts of California. A lot of times you're working with whoever's working behind the counter. You don't have an opportunity to be able to meet the owners or the winemakers. So we hear that a lot, and I think that that's something that we can be proud of. We also know that bringing in more of the arts, Sensario, is huge. There are so many people that are coming in. They've seen just over 40,000 people since January 1. So, yeah, and I'm trying to remember if that was a number as of April 1st, or that was the May number, actually. It was about 40,000 people. Wow. So when you do the math on that, you know, they're not open every day by any means. That's a lot of people. And so through our visitor centers, we're hearing, we receive the phone calls and hear a lot of what people are coming in for. And then, of course, events people are marking their calendars for. There's people that are members of the Chamber newsletter club. So we send them stuff every single time, and they say it's because we want to see what events are coming up, because we want to be able to plan our trip around that. You guys you have knock it out of the park, no pun intended, but seriously, looking at this event today, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Well, like what you said at the beginning, you know, you have people that are like, they have to, you know, they're going to juggle what they're going to do today, because there are a lot of different events. It's not like, okay, so this is what's going on this weekend in the North County. There's a lot of stuff going in the North County. Like, if you can't find something to do in the North County on the weekend, you're not, your eyes aren't open.
No, I mean, at Tascadero, the Tamale Festival, you have that list of things. It's just amazing to me, all of the different opportunities that people have. And I understand it, too, because prior to having a child, I wasn't looking at the events that you would be able to bring a kid to. Now I do. My 7-year-old daughter, she has a blast at certain events. Today's not one of them, which is totally fine, because she's out doing other fun things. She's, you know, so it's all of those pieces. The Ravine Water Park has just been such an asset to the North County. People haven't, I don't know if they've completely embraced that in its entirety, of realizing how many people are coming into the area. But I can't tell you how many times I've been traveling and said, oh, have you heard of Paso Robles? Have you heard of Templeton? You know, the North County of San Luis Obispo, and just Cal Poly. And Okay, we hear that quite often. San Luis Obispo means Cal Poly, but now and more it's starting to be absolutely. I was there, took my grandkids to the ravine, stayed in an RV park. We did this, and so there is that sense of pride of being able to say, yeah, you've been to my hometown. You do really know what it's like. I love it.
For sure. Gina, thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for being
course.
out here and being a part of this. We love being a part of it, and we look forward to many years to come.
Absolutely. You make sure you go get your plate and your paella because we need because you have to judge too, you know.
Yes, ma'am. I can't
okay,
wait.
Scan that QR code. Let's do this.
There you go.
All right.
All right, guys.
We'll
we're at
see
the
you soon.
20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival out here at Templeton Park, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
And Deanna
at North County Junk Removal.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We are down here at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here in Templeton. We got Dan with Volatus.
Yes.
Volatus.
Yes.
That's a hard name. So
It's Latin.
So Dan, tell me a little bit about the winery and tell me about what you guys are pouring today.
Yeah, we started in 2004. Hal Schmidt is our winemaker. He's a former fighter pilot with the U.S. Navy,
Oh, that's
former
awesome.
Top Gun
Veteran
instructor.
backed.
And he got into making wine, started volunteering to help make wine, was assistant winemaker, and then started buying his own grapes and made his own wine, and here we are. So we're small production winery on the west side of Paso. We do about 2,500 cases a year, specialize in Tannat and a lot of single varietals, and we're just really proud of our product and like to have fun and share wine with people.
How'd you guys come up with the name?
Volatus means flight in Latin, so it has to do with his time in the Navy. His time as a fighter pilot, he flew FA-18s for the Navy, and his wife Victoria was a wildlife photographer. Loved to photograph birds. Our logo actually is a couple eagles that she photographed. So it all made sense. It all just came together, and it's what we chose. In 2007 was the first bottling, and that's what we've been since.
So Dan, what do you do with them? You're in marketing now. You're winemaker.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't make the wine here. I run the tasting room. I do sales. I do events like this. I do reserve tastings. Kind of just everything to get our wine in the hands of people and sharing the fun and hang out.
How long has the brand been around here in the North County?
Since 2004.
2004.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got some foundation.
Yeah, we've been
there.
around for a while. We've had a tasting room since 2017.
Okay.
First sharing out in the Adelaide district, out Vineyard Drive. Then we were behind another winery for a little while, and now we're taking over a property right off of Oakdale on the west side of Paso, right off the 46, and we're just excited to be here. We're all from the area. Hal and Victoria live down the street in Templeton, and we want to represent Paso. We want to represent what Paso does best. Our wines are big fruit, big acid. And we like doing a lot of single varietals. We like to really showcase what these varietals do here in Paso and what makes us unique in the wine world.
So I know you're a big advocate for the ocean.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The ocean, surfing.
Yes.
So how does this correlate into that generation of people with surfers? I mean, do you guys?
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
It's totally different communities. But there's whatever community you're in, there's definitely like a lot of appreciation for both. It's really cool to share a lot of stories with Hal too about like kind of my surfing and his time as a pilot, because what we do and what we've done is very, very into the planet and the weather conditions, wind, what energy is moving across the planet, and it has to do with wine too. You know, we're always looking at the weather conditions, what our summer's going to look like. You know, so I think if there was any connection to be made, it's just be very, very in tune with what our planet's doing and the differences by season, by year, and there's definitely a lot of camaraderie around how we all kind of uniquely use what our planet gives us to have fun or to make wine and everything in between.
Well, I notice over there at your booth you have a lot of the veterans, the active and retired.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that with you guys.
Yeah. Well, Hal's obviously a former fighter pilot with the Navy. We have just a ton of friends that we've made over the years that are active duty, former military that will just come hang out, come volunteer to make wine. I'm a civilian, but I've spent the last 15 years working with wounded military, doing adaptive surf lessons and surf training.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's an awesome program. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So I've worked for a nonprofit, and I do things on my own now, and I do kind of more specialized surf therapy. Basically, I can't technically call it that because I'm not a therapist, but it's just about taking people out into the ocean that otherwise may have limitations to accessing it, whether it's location, whether it's injuries, amputations, traumatic brain injuries. We've done it all. I've taught 3 triple amputees how to surf, and so being able to utilize the ocean in a way that people may be maybe inaccessible to some people has been a blessing for me. I've loved it. I love sharing the ocean. I love sharing wine. Those are kind of my 2 passions in life, and we as a veteran-owned organization are always happy to welcome our brothers and sisters into our business and in our lives, and we just want to share what we have with them.
So you guys have a rosé Pinot.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's mostly Pinot. It's harvested a little early. It's got a lot of acid. It's from here in Paso. There's not a whole lot of rosé, or not a whole lot of Pinot Noir from Paso Robles. Some heat can be very difficult for Pinot. But we're harvesting this stuff a little bit to the west, where it's a little cooler, a little higher elevation. We're getting a ton of flavor out of it. Lots of fruit. Our rosé, we blend it with 40% Tannat, which is kind of what we're known for. Tannats are really fun grapes from the southwest France. Big, bold, heavy grape, and that just kind of plays into our style.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Dan, where are you guys located at? Where can somebody find you? Website, all that stuff.
Yeah, volatuswine.com. We're located here in Paso on the west side, out the 46 off Oakdale Road. Again, very small production. You're not going to find us in grocery stores, at Costco or anything. We really only sell out of our tasting room and to the wine club, but we're happy to welcome anybody that wants to come out. We do tastings every day from 11 to 5, and love to see anybody that wants to come out, try our wine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dan, thank you so much for coming on and sharing the story and
Absolutely.
where you guys are located, and Awesome wine.
My pleasure. Cheers.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, we're out here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival out here at Templeton Park, and we'll be right back to What's Up North County.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We are all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here, and we've got Kyle here that's going to tell us a little bit of story with his wines.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Ancient Peaks.
Yeah, Ancient Peaks
Yeah.
right here representing Ancient Peaks today. I'm the hospitality manager down there in Santa Margarita. So we have a Pinot Noir here. Of course, we're celebrating Pinot Noir. This is our 22 vintage of Pinot. It was an afterthought. So the vineyard out there, I mean, we're a 14,000 acre working cattle ranch in the southernmost appellation in Paso Robles. So we were planted by Robin Mondavi originally, at least 1,000 acres, planted 864 acres, mainly the Bordeaux, Zin, and Syrah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So would you guys say you're like a low production or are you
I mean, depending who you're comparing yourself to, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as far as Paso Robles, I think 90% of the vineyards out here or wineries are under 5,000 cases. I'm pretty sure that's it, or that was a fact at one point, I thought. We do about 60,000 cases. So we walk the line between nationally distributed and then smaller production wines like our Pinot, our Rosé. We do some different Syrahs and some wonderful wines.
So Ancient Peaks is right there downtown Santa Margarita,
Yeah,
kind of a small town like Templeton here.
of Santa Margarita.
How is that? How's the vibe there in Santa Margarita?
It's cool. I mean, we the ownership, we have 3 different owners, 3 families that own the ranch. So it's the Rossi family, the Filipponis, and the Whitstroms. They do a wonderful job on just getting people to come to Santa Margarita, first of all. So we have a zip line on property. We have a horseback riding, Central Coast Trail Rides runs out of the ranch with Brian and Crystal there. And then we do e-bike tours. We do escape rooms. So we got a lot going on.
So you guys are saying you're about the experience.
Yeah, it's all about the experience and the rancho experience, you know. So it's a Mexican land grant, 14,000 acre ranch. Was part of the Spanish missionary trail at one point.
Kyle, are you the winemaker?
I am not the winemaker, far from it.
So I know Ancient Peaks has a little bit of a variety of different options. Is there a favorite that you have?
My favorites, I mean, I stick to, if price was no issue, I like our Cabernet Franc and our Malbec, a wonderful Bordeaux varietals. But I do like all our wines. I mean, I can honestly say it's really a lot easier to work for a winery if you enjoy the wines.
Right.
And I like all of them.
What do you think about the festival today? I mean, the weather can't be any better than this.
Yeah, this is beautiful out here today. I mean, we had a little hot spell. We're getting over that, and it's just great to be out here and enjoying it. I think this has been going on for 25 years?
20 years.
Yeah,
this
20
is
years.
the 20th annual.
Okay, yeah, so 20th annual. This is a fun time. We've been coming the last few years, so it's been great.
Have you been to the zip lines out there at the zip line adventures?
I have, yeah. I
have you?
Done that. That's part of our training, you know. So if you want to come work for us, you got to go on the zip line. You know?
Well, I know you guys have the bus that takes you up to the hill,
Yeah,
takes you out to the ranch.
Yeah.
You know, you got the escape room.
Yeah,
you know,
2 different escape rooms now.
2?
I would probably still be there if it wasn't for the girls I was with.
No kidding. Wow. You know, and it's so funny, you know, Doug Filipponi, I mean, he's been around here for forever.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Rossi family. I mean, it's such an interesting.
And the Whitsom's generational
right.
out there.
It's just
out
such an interesting package that, you know,
Shannon.
now with the grapes, with the cattle, I mean, so many of these different, like you say, the experience.
Yeah.
And people come here to the North County for the experience.
Oh, it's an amazing spot. They were doing it before the experience thing was a hot topic. and the idea of the zip line. We're opening up the trains last weekend. Mr. Rossi was running the trains. The
out there at the ranch, right?
Yeah,
the big
yeah,
full caboose, everything.
He does the full 2 steam engines out there and a diesel engine, and is running some Disney cars. And he was out. They were doing that for the. It's a steam tractor show. I still haven't been out there. I've always working, it seems, on those days. But it's an amazing event. Every Memorial Day.
Well, I mean, out there at the ranch, they got like you said, they got the train, which comes from the Disney, and the tracks. They source these tracks all over the country, all over the world, actually. Yeah. And the landscape when you take the train around, you get to see some of the parts that you've never seen before.
Oh, it's beautiful, and we do it on Christmas now. So we did this last Christmas was the 2nd annual, out there opening it up for like the Christmas festivities. So families come from all over the county. Santa Claus makes an appearance. It's on. It's a blast.
Kyle, what kind of events do you guys do out there at Ancient Peaks?
So we do quite a few. We're celebrating some events out at Oyster Ridge. We have Ancient Peaks Barn out there. We're doing a Hawaiian event with Zoe's Barbecue down in Orchid or Santa Maria. So they're coming out this next weekend on Saturday night. We're doing it from 5 to 8 p.m. So like a luau, classic luau. And then we'll have one of our local town heroes, Jay Jackson and Sean Clark, are going to be performing out there on the ranch on the 22nd. So we do all different kind of events, dinners and things throughout the property. Weddings, we host weddings out there.
Okay, so somebody can rent the ranch for weddings?
Yeah, you can rent different locations on the property. You can have the train involved with your wedding, or you can be out in the vineyard.
No kidding.
Yeah, so there's all different options.
So tell me about you guys have a landing strip out there too.
There is a landing strip. I've never landed anything on there, but I've seen some cars race down it. So they sometimes have those old timers like from the 40s and stuff, and they'll do a little drag strip. I think the Tesla guys were out there a while back.
Really?
But, yeah, it's I don't know how many planes land there. I think one of our owners used to run ultralights out of there, so it's pretty cool to see. They have a lot going on. It's hard to keep up with everything.
Well, it sounds like you guys have a lot of tools in the tool belt with Ancient Peaks.
There's a lot. Just keeping it organized, right, is the key.
So tell me about the Pinot that you guys have. You said 2022.
2022 Pinot Noir from the southernmost location on property. It's an area called Trout Creek.
Now what does that mean, Kyle?
So southernmost. So we're the southernmost appellation in Paso Robles.
Okay.
Santa Margarita Ranch. And so this location on the property is the southwestern corner. This is where the Pinot Noir comes from. Mondavi planted the property. He leased some land out there years ago, and he planted the 5 Bordeaux varietals, Zin and Syrah. And so with that, we learned, he did a lot of research, of course, did a lot of test pits and all the different microclimates, mesoclimates out there, but found that the cab just wasn't coming to fruition. And so they grafted Pinot Noir onto the cab rootstock. And so we've been making a Pinot. Stuart Cameron's our winemaker. Mike Siner, the founding winemaker, he has Pinot pedigree. But so we do a nice Pinot Noir. We do our rosé from Pinot Noir, and then our sparkling program as well.
Oh, sparkling.
Yeah.
Really?
And the last zip line that you go over is called the Pinot Express.
So the last time I was on there, I think they had 5 zips.
I think it's 6.
They've added another. I know they were adding another one.
Yeah, I think they call it 0 or 00. So it's the first one. You you go side by side down.
Okay.
And my son's in 5th grade, so his whole 5th grade got to go out on the zip line this last week. So on Friday,
Very
we
awesome.
celebrated, yeah.
And you guys are open 7 days a week?
7 days a week, 11 till 5, 11 to 5:30. The restaurant's open until 5.
And is it reservation or just pop in?
Reservations if you can. We know that's kind of it's kind of a thing of the past. We're not sticklers with it. We'd love to see you out there anytime. Hopefully you can come and make it.
Awesome, Kyle. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Guys, we're down here at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival down here in Templeton Park. We are What's Up North County, and we will be right back.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP Coating family.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're out here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here at the Templeton Park. And first off, we would just want to thank all of our sponsors. Greg here at Seven Angels. Greg, tell me about Seven Angels.
Seven Angels.
Well, let me put that up there.
I'm sorry?
No problem.
Seven Angels, we've been making wine since 2009, and we have...
Try a little closer. There, they can't hear you.
Yeah, and
put it right there on your, right there.
And anyways, we developed 24 acres of vineyards about a mile and a half from here. We're right in the start of the Templeton Gap, and we've been doing it. We're going to keep doing it.
Well, so Greg, tell me about what was the vision? Why did you start this?
Well, it just been around wine all our life, and my family, and but not mainly from consumption, But after adulthood, it stuck with me, and my wife and I later on we decided we're gonna dive in, and we dove in and got into the industry and developed a 93 acre piece of property, like I said, and it's just been our livelihood for about 14 years.
Well, I see you got some awards around this this wine bottle here.
Well, we do. Yeah,
2019 Pinot.
And this, yes, and Alan knows very much about our wines as well, and he's a great hand for all our ventures, and we're very proud of what we produce.
Awesome. Well, Alan, you want to tell me about the wine?
Well, what I can tell you is that the grapes are sourced at Wolf in Edna Valley. It's a double gold winner. It has a finish. It has a bouquet. It is just absolutely, I think, one of the best Pinots you can find.
Awesome.
We have the 2017 here today, the 19 and the 20. All of them are multiple award winners, as is our Chardonnay, which was a double gold in 2021. So we're pouring well today, and we just want to thank everybody for having us back again. It's a beautiful festival. It's a beautiful day for this, but I think it's just a nice event all the way around.
Well, Alan, I see you wearing a Navy hat.
Yes.
Tell me about that, because I love talking to veterans.
Well, I was active from 67 to 73. I started out in riverine warfare in Vietnam, then went to recruiting, and then a number of assignments after that, picked up a commission, and I spent almost 20 years in. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your service, and
Well,
as we
you.
all do here watching
Well,
today.
this is obviously all worth it. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's we have to respect and appreciate our veterans.
Well, thank you.
Because that's why we live here and our freedom that we have today. So I appreciate you
Appreciate
for sure.
that.
But now you get to drink wine and make wine and be a part of the wine industry.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right. Well, this is the 6th year I've poured for Seven Angels, and every year that we've been here, I mean, we have multiple returnees. We pour so much wine, it's just amazing. And the compliments we get, that kind of thing, but there's some great winemakers here. Everybody here has their own specialties. Winemaking is very hard. It's an inexact science, but I think everybody that is here really represents this industry so well.
That's awesome. And you said this is your 7th year here?
My 7th for pouring.
7th year here.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've been here for quite some time. You got some awards, right? And we're going to get some more awards this year, hopefully, too, right?
we're looking at it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on. Alan, I appreciate your
Thank you
service.
so much.
And thank you so much. Thanks for coming on and sharing the story. And we'd definitely love to have you guys on. We'd love to come check the winery out and check out the operations.
Absolutely. You're welcome anytime.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank
guys,
you.
We're out here at the 20th Annual Pinot Paella Festival here at downtown Templeton Park. We're What's Up North County, and we will be right back.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're down here in Pinot Paella Festival. This is the 20th annual down here in Templeton Park. And I figured I'd bring my son on here, 22 years old, graduating from Cal Poly. And Rob, you drink wine, which is, I mean, not weird, but tell me about your guys' wine experience with your buddies.
My one experience, it's a couple more than just one.
Well, I know, but you guys drink wine. I mean, you guys get together and drink wine.
We do.
I mean,
We
you
have,
guys are young. You're the young generation.
We are, yeah. I don't know, we just kind of adopted, just drinking wine every so often. I have a couple buddies that just enjoy it as much, and I work with a wedding business and industry, so I get wine they provide to me, so I started trying that, so I kind of started just getting into it and started liking it, and it's just been just growing my palate ever since then, just kind of just getting better and better, tastier and tastier to me.
But it's interesting because, as you're a young person, wine, to me, when I was your age, wine was not the go-to thing. But yet you get together with not just one, quite a few of your friends to drink wine.
Yeah, we were just together with some friends like the other night. There was 3 of us together. We just had 6 bottles of wine, and we were just drinking them together, just having a good time, just like trying different wines from different wineries and just trying what we wanted just to taste, catch up with each other because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It was great to get together. We enjoyed it a lot.
So would you say the younger generation is more open to different type of tastes, from beer to, spirits to wines, or is it, obviously you guys are drinking wine.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's more adopted. For sure, I feel like just a lot of the younger generation just doesn't just inhabit it at all. It just isn't something that just come across very easily because it's very common for you to find people my age who just drink beer, cocktails, like that's to go to. But then there's a whole entire wine field, which people probably just think are a lot more, I guess, more for the ladies and stuff like that, but it's for the men too. Everybody enjoys it. Just like you just gotta sit down and try a glass. Definitely can be an acquired taste for some. It could be natural for others. So I just like it a lot, and just some people just more than others. It's great. I love it.
Awesome.
More people should.
All right, cool. Hey, we are out here at the 20th Annual Pinot Paella Festival. We're What's Up North County, and we will be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We are out here at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival, and we have the godfather of this. We have Marc that started this. Marc, right?
20 years ago we started this, yes.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about the vision of how you and why you started this.
Well, the way it started was we had Windward Vineyard Pinot Noir. That's all we made was a Pinot Noir. And so my friend had already established Pinot and Chiappino, and I didn't want to steal that from him. And so at that time, Lynn Deal was working for me from KSBY.
Okay, yeah.
And so Lynn and I were searching for something other than Chiappino. And I had this great idea. I said, why don't we do Paella and Pinot? Pinot and Paella, they go together. So we hugged each other. And so we set up an event at Windward Vineyard, tiny little vineyard and tiny little venue. And we got 125 people almost that we got squeezed in. And then we had another 125 we had to turn away. And so I said, hey, Lynn, this isn't fair. Obviously, we've hit on something that this community really would love. So let's give it back to all the wine growers and try to initialize a push for Pinot Noir in Paso, because that was my goal. There were so many other varietals that were very, very popular in Paso Robles. And if you said Paso Pinot, people would say, you can't grow baby. They didn't know about Hoffman Mountain Ranch. They didn't know the whole story about Arndt Cellars and the first Pinot Noir vineyard that they brought here in 1963, planted up in the Adelaide Hills. And Dr. Hoffman, he was a cardiologist from Beverly Hills, and he was trying to find a location somewhere for like a family compound. He found 2,100 acres up there in the hills in the 60s, and he purchased it. And he took Arndt Cellars up there because they were wanting to plant vino. So I don't know if you Arndt Cellars is the godfather of all American wine. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. There would be no American great California wines without Arndt Cellars.
Well, so look at this today. I mean, you started this 125 people, and you had to turn away.
Well, the second year was we came to the park and expanded it and got all the community involved and people. And then it started growing, from 125 to 50. And about the third year, it was already, we capped it at 500. And there was a sellout.
Wow.
Before, it was always the first Sunday in June. And as soon as people realized that they wanted to come back next year, they started to file their application for the next year. So it got sold out so fast. And all the money goes to the Paso Robles Youth Arts Center. And over the 20 years, we've been able to probably give them yearly, $50,000. So we've given them close to $700,000, $600,000. I'm not sure. And that money has been used to pour back into the buildings and the curriculum. because the Paso Robles Youth Foundation, which was started by the Berg family, they endowed it, has grown and is continuing to grow. And right now, with this, is like the kickoff of their building program, because they're going to enhance everything into a much, much larger performing arts center for the children. And, you know, these are kids that have no other opportunity to learn the arts, whether it's piano, whether it's guitar, whether it's graphic arts, culinary arts.
Which they're just starting to build that.
Yeah. Everything is there and has been for all these years. And hundreds or thousands of children have taken advantage of it without cost because their parents really couldn't afford to send them to Juilliard or someplace,
Right.
you know. And many of them now have gone to Juilliard on the stimulus of this kind of a program. When you provide opportunity to very talented people, they'll use it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, look at what you created, Marc. You know, you started this, 20 years ago. I mean, we are here where we're at today. You are a jam-packed, sold-out. I mean, you got 25 wineries. You got 8 chefs battling there for paella, right? With from seafood to pork to chicken to there's a dessert one as well. But I mean, just your vision and the beneficiary being the Paso Robles Youth Arts is such a great program.
Well, for me, this is the first one I've attended that I haven't been responsible for.
Right? Now you get to come here and hang out.
I think they've done even a better job than I did in the last 20 years. They brought the people out. The venue is perfect. They arranged for meteorologists to predict the best weather.
Right?
And that's hard to do.
Right.
That's very hard to do, but they did it.
They
I was
did
never successful. One year we had rain.
And probably a lot of heat, too.
Oh, sometimes it was intolerable heat. And everybody had to put ice in their Pinot Noir, but we got through it,
Awesome. Well, Marc, I appreciate you coming on and sharing the story a little bit here with me and being a part of this and starting what you envisioned 20 years ago from here and where we're at today. And it's going to keep living on.
Well, I hope so. And of course, the major principle driving this was my belief that the Paso Robles appellation, which great Zinfandels, great Syrah, also was an ideal place for the Pinot Noir varietal based upon the experience of Hoffman Mountain Ranch and Stan and Terry Hoffman and Arndt Cellars and his nephew Marc Cellars and I are great friends. And sometimes he comes and he lives in Germany. Go down the cellar and we'll have one of my first vintages and we'll have pictures of Andre and how this thing began and how I spent, I was a public health worker all my life. That was awesome. My career is in science, not winemaking. And I was so proud to have been able to perpetuate the responsibility of the Pinot Noir appellation to include Pinot Noir as one of its great varietals. And today, when you see 26, 27 providers, and I think there are really 50 providers in the appellation now that actually produce a Pinot Noir.
Awesome.
So that's what I set out to do.
And now it's here.
And now when I look around, it's here.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's here, Marc. Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing this story a little bit with me, and I'm going to let you get on because you got to walk around here and try all these things for yourself. And we're going to keep going and meeting some of these nice winemakers, and we're going to get to the chefs and some of this paella.
Oh, you didn't get any paella?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
my
yet. I'm
God.
looking forward to it.
Oh, you better hurry up.
I'm looking forward to it before it's all gone.
There'll always be wine for you, but the paella's going to run out.
Yes, sir. Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Salud.
Well, there you have it, guys. We're still here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here at the Templeton Park. And we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with What's Up North County.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
My name is Jennifer Borhone-Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Hey, welcome back to the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here at Downtown Park. We have Hunt Cellars here. We have Andreas. He's going to tell me all about this nice glass pour that she just did. Oh my gosh. Tell me, I mean, you guys...
Life's too short.
Put that right up to your...
May as well enjoy, Randy.
100%. So
Yeah.
you guys have been there for a minute.
Yes, we are one of the original 39 wineries here in Paso, and we're on the corner of Oakdale and Highway 46 West.
How does that make you feel? I mean...
Well,
one
after
of the
6 careers in my life, I finally got it right, because everybody leaves us happy, so...
Well, you can't not.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we have wonderful wines here in Paso, so we feel blessed to be here.
Tell me about this wine that you just poured.
This wine is a 21 Pinot Noir. We are an estate winery. We grow everything except our Chardonnay and our Pinot.
That is
That
good.
was first place at the fair last year here in Paso. For our Pinot.
That just I just had a lot of things going on in my sensories.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, David, our owner, he is also our winemaker, and he does all of this without benefit of sight, so all of his other senses have kind of come to the fore. He's actually a musician by trade. In the old days, he used to play for Ambrosia and Vanilla Fudge.
Oh, no kidding?
Yes.
Oh, my
And we
God.
still have the famous white piano. He comes up and plays for the troops every once in a while. But this Pinot was sourced, the grapes are sourced from Santa Rita Hills down by Santa Barbara, which is some of the best Pinot growing area. And he takes great pride. Most of our wines, we're a Grand Reserve winery, so everything is done in old world style. We do our wines in neutral French and American oak, and most of our reds have been aged at least 3 years in a barrel plus 2 years in a bottle before he even releases them. So you don't have to take it home and wait 5 years till it gets good. It's already good when you take it home.
Well, this is amazing.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I'm sure you love when somebody's their first impression of a taste. Am I right?
Well, I'm very proud of all of our wines, and we have all kinds. We have whites, reds, and we are probably the largest producer of ports here in the area. We have aged tawny ports from 2000 coming up to more recent, younger ports, but they're all tawny and they're beautiful. A lot of Cabernets, a lot of Zinfandels, and a lot of people find multiple wines at the winery that they appreciate a lot.
So you guys have a very intimate tasting area.
Yes, it's
right?
small and not fancy.
Yeah, but when I say intimate, I mean, it's not like, your draw is your wine.
Yes. It started out, I read some articles when I first came to work at the winery, and
How
they
long
said
has that been?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Okay.
Although I've been in the area up and down from San Diego since the late 90s when we opened. But it took me all that time to find it, and then I ended up behind the counter instead of drinking them in front of the counter, but that's
Were
fine.
you a customer before?
Yes.
Were you really? That's the best type of employee.
Yes. But we have a great crew. They're all friendly, and you'll have a blast if you come and visit. And locals do taste free still at Hunt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that is interesting news.
Yes.
Because you don't find that a lot in the North County.
No, and we've also got a new addition. Our official chef is Chef Andre, formerly of Paso Terra, and he's created some tasting things that we do wine and food pairing. And for those people interested, we find that people are interested to know how wines pair with food, and we give them a little taste of what they are able to do when they cook it and take it home for themselves, and what kind of. When you learn how the food pairs perfectly with a wine, it creates a whole nother dimension to your knowledge of wine, I think.
Well, it's interesting how many different foods people pair with the wines here in the North County.
Absolutely.
And so what do you guys pair it with?
Chef Andre's created a group of spreads which have different flavors. So, for example, usually creamy, cheesy flavors go with a white wine. So he's created a spread that has a shallot spread. And then as the wines get a little bit more hearty, he also created a spread out of... a smoked ham spread, which those are all available at the winery, and one called shakshuka, which is a spicier Middle Eastern type of spread, and we serve it with crackers. And when it's paired with the proper wine, people are just loving the experience. It's a lot of fun.
Where does your customers, are they just here or in the North County, or did they come from all over the place?
Oh, heavens, no. We have them from San Diego, from the East Coast, a lot of people. We do a lot of word of mouth because we're they called us a little cult winery at one point in time.
Right. Well,
because we're not real flashy, to be honest, but people that know our wines, we're pouring 2005 beautiful Cabernets just as a daily pour. We have lovely Cab Francs. We have, when there's age on them, there's a lot of really good wines being poured, but it's more rare to find aged wines that you can just taste, because it makes a difference the longer they're in the barrel or in a bottle. And there's just a certain oomph, I think, personally. It's my opinion.
Now, can you tell the difference yourself from year to year with the same?
Yes.
You can.
I never thought I could do that. But we have certain vintages that you just go, I just could pick it out. I was so impressed with my coworkers when I first started. I thought, oh, they like the 14 this or the 2003 that. And I thought I would never learn to discern between the different vintages. But I find that I have been able to, because they can be very different based on the weather and how much rain they get naturally and how much sunshine there is.
That's so interesting, because you think about, over our last 4 years, I mean, we've had rain, lots of rain. We've had fires.
Yes.
We've had so many different climate, different variations.
Yeah.
And you're saying that it makes a lot of difference in the taste of the wine.
It does.
Even the same bottle, same name.
Yeah. Well, David doesn't. We source our grapes, like I said, for Pinot in particular from Santa Rita Hills.
Right.
Everything else is grown in Creston. We have 500 acres there.
Okay.
We have a beautiful vineyard, and we farm 65 of it, I believe, right now. And we do. It also depends on the season, how late harvest is, and it just totally. I don't know. That's above my pay grade, but David knows what he's doing, and so I think he creates some beautiful wines.
So we just talked about the Pinot here from Ventura. The grapes.
No, this comes from Santa Rita Hills
Santa
Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Yep.
Okay, which we just had a lot of fires.
Yes.
So do you think the 2024 is going to be, like, as it ages, is it going to taste different than the 2023?
Not because of the air, I don't think. There was only 1 year, I believe it might have been the Cabernets in 2008, maybe there were fires. And our Cabernets were a little smokier, yes.
And you could taste it?
You could taste it, yes.
Really?
But other than that, I don't truly understand the science. I mean, they're hiring chemistry majors now to make wine because there's a lot of, you need to know how it all works. But I enjoy making people enjoy what they're drinking.
And what do you do at Hunt Cellars?
I'm in charge of event coordination, which we have events about once a month on Sundays with Chef Andre. He's doing a grilled pizza event next Sunday. We also have our winemaker dinners, which I help our manager Marina with, and otherwise I'm just there pouring, making people happy.
And it's fun, huh?
It is fun.
Oh my gosh, you get to live a great spot in the North County.
It is.
Great weather, and have
all I need is an ocean view.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
and sharing
you
the story.
very much. We hope everyone comes and joins us at Hunt Cellars.
And real quick, where are you guys located?
We're located at Oakdale Road and the 46, about 3 miles on the 46 west of town.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on.
Locals taste free, don't forget. So
Locals
come on in and
taste free.
see us.
That is the highlight.
Cheers, Randy.
Cheers to that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're at the 20th Annual Pinot Paella Festival here at downtown Templeton Park, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid.
And Deanna.
At North County Junk Removal, we are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're at the 20th Annual Pinot Paella Festival down here in Templeton Park, and we are having an absolute blast. The weather could not be any better right now. We got Vanya and Scott here, and we're going to talk about, we got some Arndt wine.
Arndt Cellars.
Arndt Cellars. And tell me about what is going on with Arndt Cellars.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Vanya, come on out.
Arndt Cellars, we've known Don for, about 15 years, and saw him stranded on the roadside and
Did you really?
picked up with him.
Stranded?
And no, not really, just joking. We were out for a drive one day, and we saw him out in his tasting room out in Eastside Paso, and connected with him, and here we are now today. So,
no kidding.
Yeah.
So you just kind of stumbled on there.
Well, we knew him from back in the day, and it was one of those connections that you just couldn't deny. So,
Well, you couldn't get him in here, obviously. Right?
No, he's too busy
like,
pouring
"No,
wine over there."
I'm not coming
Yeah.
over there. You guys are going to be talking.
So I met Don just 18 years ago now. So we have kids the same age. Don's maybe 15 years older than I am, and we just became best friends. It was just one of those things. We had kids the same age. Our wives were like, "Oh, you guys should play together." So he was like, "I make wine." I'm like, "That sounds great." And so I started helping him, and he's an incredible winemaker, but just an awesome guy. So yeah, it's been a fun ride.
No kidding. So I mean, there's a lot of wineries here in the North County. So kind of going around here, we're at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival. There's a lot of new faces. It might not be a lot of new faces, but to me it is. With names. And so this is a brand that I'm not familiar with. So where are you guys at?
Yeah, so tasting rooms in San Miguel. So 10 miles north of downtown Paso. It's a pretty easy drive. It's closer than a lot of the West Side wineries, but a lot of people they don't think about San Miguel necessarily.
Right.
There's a great wine trail up there called the Pleasant Valley Wine Trail.
Okay.
Just a lot of really good wineries out there, so check it out sometime if people are out and about. I think one of the best things about that area is, and you're starting to get back to that a little bit, is really no reservations required. If you want to go up there and just have a day where you're like, "Oh, let's stop here, that looks cool," or let's just roll. That's what it's like, the old school of how it was kind of pre-COVID, where you didn't need a reservation. You could just roll in and taste the wine, have fun, and move on to the next place. And so that's what's the good part about that area. And as far as the wine goes, so Don sources all of his grapes from kind of just friendships he's made for 20 years. So he makes a Merlot. Last year, the author of Sideways was here, and Don was chatting it up with him and brought over the bottle of Merlot just as the joke and stuff like that. And it's just, the guy loved it, and they took a picture. It's just, it's such a good way to kind of introduce people to different grapes, and to be able to find grapes where you source them rather than just have everything estate. kind of allows you to find some of the better fruit in the area. And when you put it in the hands of the right winemaker like Don, you end up with some awesome wine.
Do you feel that like COVID like kind of blew up our area as far as like more people? I mean, people come to the North County, but do you feel like the COVID time like kind of really blew up our area? Did people come in here?
In my opinion, it did two things. It blew up the area as far as more people up here. It also forced a lot of people into making reservations for the first couple of years after COVID because you kind of had to, right? What we're getting back to now is 95% of the wineries, you don't need a reservation. They might ask for one, but you can walk in even on a Saturday. It's not like it was 3 years ago. The wine industry is not as busy right now. It could definitely use some more traffic, you know. Paso, yeah, the people that I talk to, even in Napa, Temecula, the wine industry has definitely taken a little bit of a hit over the last 18 months as far as traffic goes.
Why do you think of that?
Some of it I think is generational. I think a little bit there's an age gap right now in the late 20s and early 30s as people who have moved into those. You got the nice fizzy drinks that people can get off the shelf, your White Claws and things like that. Some of it's a health kick, where there's a little bit of a health thing, right? The wine's been around forever. It's going to come back around, just like beer. Wine and beer are always going to be there, but right now I think there's a little bit of a shift. And the other part of it too is that since COVID. To talk about Don's wine, a lot of prices around here have gone up to the point where if you're in Paso and you're paying $300-400 a night for your hotel, and you go out to a winery where the bottles of wine are $60 to $120, you're pretty limited on what you might do, right?
Right.
If you go to some place like Don at Arndt Cellars, his bottles are 30s, 40s, and 50s. The highest one I think is $52.
Stop. $30 for a bottle of wine?
For red, not whites. He has reds that are 30s, not just whites.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is I think it's Chardonnays in the 20s. So it's kind of what it should be. And one of the cooler things about him, I think, is last weekend we popped a bottle of 2015 Merlot just for fun. I have a 10-year-old bottle of wine. It was incredible. Some people there wanted to buy some, and they were like, well, what's the price? He doesn't raise his library prices, so it was $34 because that's what it was 10 years ago.
Where does he source the Chardonnays from?
Chardonnay is Edna Valley.
Okay.
And Merlot is actually from a great vineyard here called Pemmon Springs. It's a great winery in Paso on the east side, and it's probably the best Merlot by far in this county.
I really feel like you were talking about the younger generation, you know, with the wines and, you know, what they're drinking. But like my son, you know, he was just on and he has a group of his friends that they get together and like they all bring a bottle of wine and they're 22 years old, you know, and I'm thinking back when I was a kid at 22 years old, I wasn't drinking wine. Maybe if it was in a box, you know, from Circle K.
It was Natural Light or
yeah,
maybe
right?
Bartles and James. Like that was the closest
Totally.
we got to wine back then, right? I mean, that's, you know,
absolutely nice.
100%.
When it's 100 out there, you know, throw back a B&J. Oh my gosh. But I mean, it's a social thing.
I think what you're seeing is, I think you're right about that age though. I think what I'm saying is like the 27 to let's say 34, the youngest of the millennials are kind of that age gap where they have money now, but they're not into the wine. I think you'll see the 21 to 26 year old I think you'll see them come back. I just think we have a couple more years until we get to that point.
Yeah, but like you're saying, you got $20 bottles of wine, you know, 25, 30. I mean, you're still, I mean, if you think about a bottle of wine with the young generation, you go out to any bars, you know, you're spending, you know, $10 for, you know,
a shot.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know, so you buy a glass or a bottle at $20, $30, you know, I mean, you're sourcing all your buddies, you know, 5, 6 kids, you know, people.
Yeah.
And it's a great taste.
No, you're right about that. You know, and Vanya, she does work over at Turley. So there's wineries in this area where you can go in and you can get a reasonably priced bottle of wine. I use Turley as a good example because what's their juvenile?
Juvenile was like 20.
You know, and that just was like a 94 on the Wine Spectator.
Yeah,
See, you got wineries around here where if you shop around, you look for it, you can still find. Paso has 250, 300 wineries.
Easily. A lot of times what's happening too now is we don't have a revolution like they did back in the 70s when Judgment Day in Paris put Napa on the map. But now everybody wants to come to Paso because Paso's easy to get to. It's in the middle of Los Angeles and San Francisco, and it's not that era anymore. So we need something new, and I think somebody like Don, he brings to the table. He's the one-man band, and he just does it all.
Well, literally, you see
Yeah.
Don, you know, long-haired, hair back, you know, hat on. I mean, he doesn't look like what you would think in the wine industry.
And he's Paso in a body form. What he does is he talks to you. He tells you what he does with the wine. He makes wine in a simple fashion.
That's awesome.
And he explains it to you. He's there all the time, and that's what makes it special, I think.
So Vanya, tell me about, like, I know, Primal House and, the wine, they got their wines over there, right? And they got their food.
Yes.
And so with this area, you got so much development, in wines, in foods, in spirits, Tell me about your experience here just being in the North County.
Well, I think what happens is we all need a place to go. We all need a place to feel like we're at home. And you've worked all day. You've spent time with your family. And now you want to just hang out. And you want to have something to do. And that's Paso to me. And Primal House is one of those places that will do that for all of us. It's a butchery. It is also a brewery. And they are featuring wines. And we're going to see where it goes. So
You guys are?
We're all going to see where it goes.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, and I think to that note, too, I mean, if you're local, if you're out of town, there's obviously you can figure out where you want to go. But if you're local and you're going to a place like Primal House, or you're going to the backyard in downtown, and you start to get to know Central Coast or the brewery downtown, you get to know the owners, and you realize that more than half the traffic there is local. And I think if you're a local here and you really seek out, it's like if you're local here and you go into Deeds over at the golf course, it's all locals. So you don't have to go to the super fancy, which we do, my wife and I love the restaurants here. We can't get away from them. I can't get enough of them. But you can always find places to go if you live here you always know somebody when you walk in. It's a small town vibe. And I think that's kind of circling back to Don, it's kind of what you get when you go with Don. He's the long-haired hippie guy, and he will tell you stories endlessly from where he grew up in Buffalo to living in LA to his story of how he got to Paso. And I think that's the throwback of when you go into a winery and you're talking to the winemaker and the owner versus walking in and talking to the 24-year-old that was just hired last week.
Right.
And that's the experience that I want because I go out tasting and I'm looking for that vibe. Even if it's at a high-end place, I want somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Right.
And that's the fun.
And I mean, you hit it right there on the head as you walk in that, you get the experience of the locals. You're a local. You recognize people there. People recognize you. And you don't have to leave here to get an experience. The experiences here in the North County. There is so many different experiences, and you can have 300 plus experiences at these different wineries, such as yourself.
Yeah, no, it's totally true. And I think that's some of what's changing now and kind of evolving back after the COVID boom, and everybody was just so busy. And I think we're getting back to, let's go seek out the smaller wineries. Let's go find the mom and pops. Let's go find even just the good wine versus the bulk wine. Because there's some big wineries and they do incredible jobs, but sometimes you'll walk in and it'll be like the wine you might get at Albertsons. It might be their bulkier wine, right?
Right.
And what you're looking for is either the better wine or maybe save a few bucks and get yourself a $30 or $40 bottle and not the $80 bottle. So you have so many options in this town, and that's what I go out and look for.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. Where are you guys located at?
San Miguel, about 10 minutes north of downtown Paso.
Perfect.
Cool.
Go to San Miguel because that's the next hot spot, guys.
You got it, bud.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much for coming on. Hey, we're out here at the 20th Annual Pinot Paella Festival down here at Templeton Park, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
Hey, what's up, North County? We're back here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival, and we've got, oh my gosh, a chef, which you guys have been working all day long.
Oh, you know what? It's good work. We're here to do it for the people of Templeton and for this great cause.
Is this your first time being here?
My first time, but I know that Shekamoo's been here, I think, at least the last 3 years. Might be our 3rd year. Shekamoo Grill.
Shekamoo, where are you guys at?
We're in San Luis Obispo, and we're at the Slow Ranch Farms Marketplace and
Okay.
the eateries there. So there's about 5 little vendors behind the Paso Robles Brewing.
Awesome. And I mean, how old? I mean, you're young. I mean,
Well, thanks.
I mean, gosh dang. I mean, you're.
Well, I'm not that young. I've been in this
How long have
area.
you been doing this?
I've been working with Sina and Lindsay, the owners of Shekamoo Grill, for about 4 years now.
Really?
And we have been doing a ton of events in North County over that time. At Ventu Winery, we did a lot of live music and serving the people there. Some wine clubs as well. We've done, Ventu. We've been to, we were down in Slow as well.
But
Sausalito
you're
Canyon.
all over here.
Oh, yeah. And then our restaurant is at the Slow Ranch Farms. We're open from Thursday through Monday.
So how long have you been making these items here? What do you got here?
Yeah, why don't you hold that?
Yes,
We've got
ma'am.
our Persian-style paella. This is made with the bomba rice for paella, so it has that right texture. But we add our signature proteins of saffron chicken, which is marinated in yogurt and some lemon preserve. We make all that in-house, along with saffron, which is everyone knows is one of the highest value spices you can get. It has color, flavor, aroma. And along with that, we have our Kubide beef and lamb mince that's in, cooked in there with it.
This has got lamb in it?
Yeah, so it's got a
Oh my
little
God.
bit in there.
I'm going to taste it as you keep
Please
telling me
do.
what is in this thing.
I'd be
Please.
happy. We are topping that off with the green sauce, which is our sabzi sauce. It has jalapeno, cilantro, parsley, lime, and some olive oil. And of course, you can see him eating those house-made chips as our, scooper. So it's got garlic and herb pita chips there. We are really dedicated in making sure it has that perfect consistency, just thin enough, not too thick like a cracker, but something that really holds up to our style of food.
And you make the chips too?
Yes, sir, we do.
Really?
Yeah. You're tasting a labor of love. It's a lot of research and development, a lot of wrong recipes according to the boss, and these are the right recipes.
So tell me about paella. So I had no idea what paella was before we started getting into this.
Mhm.
I was like, I have no idea what paella is. I was like, but I say maybe a stir fry, but it's really not.
Yeah, it's a bit more on the, think of how when you cook rice, it's going to swell. Whether you have it with water or you have it with broth, you're going to impart some flavors. So when we cook the basmati rice at the restaurant, we're cooking it in water and then salted water. But here with paella, you want that bomba rice, which is a shorter shape, to swell with your flavors of your protein, the flavors of your broth. So we have a broth stock that we make from our veggies. And we also put in the flavors of the grill. We use charcoal to cook our chicken. That chicken that you're tasting might have a little bit of that
good.
smoke.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's marinated in yogurt as well, which makes it really tender.
Marinated in yogurt.
Mm-hmm. So that helps to break down the proteins that are in the chicken to give it that tender, juicy bite, and it's not dry. You can really keep it on the grill for long enough to cook it through without drying it out.
How long do you marinate it in yogurt?
A little bit of a secret, but it takes some time.
Really?
Yeah. It'll, we'll do it, and then we'll get it prepped for our next batch of employees who are going to do the next step.
So what other variations in the papaya? Oh my gosh.
Paella?
Paella, yeah, sorry. That you guys do?
This is the only version
So
of
this is
it.
the only one you guys
we
offer.
perfect it down there. Yeah. So we'll serve that with the house-made pita chips, a little bit of our sabzi sauce, which is that jalapeno, cilantro, parsley, and then what you had topped with it was an onion, parsley, and sumac slaw. I would have put the julienne peppers that were so beautifully cut today by our team. No, just sweet peppers to give it some crunch.
So tell me about the chips, because
Mhm.
these chips look like you could buy it out of a bag. But
We're trying to get that retail because they're so good. We've been having people chase us around town for those chips. Let's just say. Yeah. We serve that with our paella, also with our lamb burger. Also, just as a side, if you want to order a hummus or a mint yogurt dip.
Where do you guys source your lamb and your meats?
Oh, we use West Coast Prime. meats, and they deliver that to us. We use really high quality chuck mix as well as like a bit of Wagyu.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you got to get down there. Our signature is kubide, which is a beef and lamb mince. That's the beef sort of ground mince in there. You're tasting that. It's really well mixed with turmeric, salt, pepper, and some macerated onion. And that's really important to keep it tender, but we squeeze a lot of that juice out to keep it from getting waterlogged.
What's your favorite?
We recently added a hanger steak option, and we cook that to perfection. It is also marinated in our little special mixture, but it's something that, you go out to have like a high quality dinner or lunch, and you order steak, sometimes it just comes out sad, And we are not about that. We're going to make sure it tastes good. We check it, make sure that that's how I'd want to eat it, Awesome. So we'll make sure that you're taken care of down at Shekamoo Grill at the Slow Ranch Farms.
Very cool. Where are you guys located at again?
Slow Ranch Farms Marketplace, the eateries behind the Paso Robles Brewing. You'll find us there from Thursday through Monday, open 11 to 8.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Cheers.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right. There you have it, guys. We're still out here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here at Templeton Park. We are What's Up North County, and we will be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hey, what's up, North County? We're back here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival here at Downtown Park. Guys, if you guys did not get out here, oh my God, you guys had missed an amazing, amazing day. And we just want to thank our sponsor here. And we got Jeffry here with Jeffry's Wine Country Barbecue.
Yeah, buddy,
right?
we're getting there.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffry's Wine Country
Yes,
Barbecue.
Sir. Yes, sir. You were out here with me this morning setting up.
Woo.
You were the first one here, man.
7 a.m.
Yes, sir. You were out here. And
one of my favorite things about this event is that I live a block
yes,
away.
You do. I saw you pull out because I live right up the hill, and I saw you pull out of your house. And then, of course, you come right through here. You're pulling up with your trailer. You're ready to rock and roll.
Set up, get a good spot. Get a
Right?
good spot. What a day.
Under the trees.
Under the trees. We bring our own rig, so I don't need to get around the big fire pit that everyone else is. We set up our own rig, and it's a great setup.
This is awesome. So, what did you bring me here,
Buddy,
man?
check it
I got
out.
everybody in the trailer right now going, do not eat that. I want to taste it.
This is Paso Paella 2.0. All right, Paso Paella is been the dish I've been serving. So this is the 20th anniversary. I got 9-time People's Choice awarded. I've been
Out here at this event.
Out here at this event.
9 times.
Paso Paella. So this year I threw down a 2.0. It's smoked chicken, smoked linguiça sausage. In 2.0 I added house-made merguez. Merguez is a sausage, lamb, beef, pork, and North African spices, toasted coriander, cumin seeds, fennel seeds, dry toast them, coffee grind it, mix it into the grind, right, the ground meat with some salt and some pepper and some garlic, and I tell you what, it's one of the best flavor profiles, toasted aromatics mixed into the sausage. It just brings another layer of flavor, man. That's what paella is about. That's what Pinot Noir is about, layers and layers of flavors.
What does nighttime dinner look like for you at home?
Usually at the shop, yeah. Usually we're at the restaurant, but
really, you're just testing stuff.
This nighttime dinners, food. and wine and music and friends and getting together. That is the lifestyle that we live here to enjoy. Everybody's working hard. Tell you what, it's a labor of love to put this kind of stuff together. But I mean, my winemaker buddies, my brewer buddies, the chef buddies, the creative force that is helping put together some of like the things that we love most in this life: food, wine. You got to put your heart into it, like you're doing.
Tell me about the paella burritos.
Bro, so this started a few years ago because we do Pinot and paella, and I would make it one time, and then we'd have leftover paella. So what do you do with leftover paella?
Wrap her up in a tortilla.
What do you do with almost anything in Southern California, the Central Coast? Wrap it up in a grilled tortilla, and it is one of the little known secrets, one of the best hangover foods on the Central Coast. We used to serve it out of a Grey Wolf when I had my catering kitchen out at Hunt Cellars years back, and that was all the winemakers would tell me on Mondays or Sundays they'd come in and have a paella burrito. Like, saved my life.
So, tell me, I mean, you have your place there in Paso, right there on Norma's Way, right? And on the backside.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
So we just got it officially named. The city helped us get the name, Norma's Alley.
Okay.
We're coming up on 7 years, Randy, in Norma's Alley. Father's Day weekend, we'll be celebrating 7 years.
Wow.
We're also opening up, calling it the Corner Office. It's going to be our breakfast spot. We're working on getting a breakfast spot and a wine bar open eventually. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have a wine bar concept, but the breakfast concept's crushing. Yeah, it's a cool spot, man. We got in there 7 years ago. Robert Gelson is the landlord. He owns a bunch of properties in Paso, and it was his idea to build something cool in the alley. And when he first showed us these drawings, they were really beautiful and elaborate, and it was like a fine dining kind of place. And I'm saying, man, this is in an alley in Paso. I'm not trying to open a fine dining restaurant, although he knew me for doing that kind of food at the time. I'm like, nah, I got a good thing going right now. So I turned him down, and he came back to me with the drawings for the open air and the garage doors and the fire pit. And I'm like, hey, man, I could throw some barbecues back here and create what I call wine country barbecue. And it's a style that we smoke everything low and slow, but we're not Santa Maria barbecue. We're not Texas barbecue. We're Jeffry's wine country barbecue.
Well, I'm going to try this shrimp. The shrimp is like calling my name right
now.
So tell me like exactly. I mean, what do we got on the top of here?
This is harissa aioli and an arugula pesto. All right, so this is that's the shrimp. We have smoked chicken, the smoked chicken, the linguiça sausage. How succulent is that shrimp? That's a great culinary word. The succulent shrimp, and then the chicken falls off the bone, and then paella is a rice dish, right? So you guys been talking about paella is the national dish of Spain. It is typically served with Tempranillo if you're in like Spain, but Marc and Maggie from Windward Cellars started Pinot and Paella, and this dish was created because of this festival.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what I'm tasting, but this is amazing down here at the bottom.
Thank you. Socarat. You got to do it like this. You got to go socarat.
Socarat.
Socarat is the toasted bits.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't have the toasted bits of rice in your paella, then it's risotto.
Oh my
right?
gosh. I want to live at your house.
I need a dishwasher, bro. I need a dishwasher.
Hey, maybe just in the driveway. I'm not even sure. I'll just, whatever I can do. Because this is amazing.
Just come to the shop. We get together around the fire pit. We're getting it's the peak season, whatever. This is Paso Pinot and Paella Festival is always like the kickoff to summer.
You won last year.
Yes, sir.
Right? Tell me, I mean, you win a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
You are like the dragon slayer here in the North County of everything, all the different festivals and all the different events.
We are so fortunate to live on the Central Coast and have so many awesome food and wine festivals. And from my catering days when I'm a young guy trying to get my name out and work. It costs a chunk of change to live on the Central Coast, does it not?
Yeah, absolutely.
So fortunately, I'm a chef first and foremost. I love to cook. I like to have parties. I like to gather with friends and family and have some great food and great wine. And
well, you found your niche.
Fortunately, it worked out for me as a career path. Yeah, super stoked. Just a couple years ago, got a master's degree in wine. So this is the first 20th year of Pinot Paella.
I wish I had a table.
We got to get a glass.
I'm gonna call over my daughter. Come here, Caitlin. Come here and grab this so I can grab some wine. Yeah, because I gotta taste the wine too.
This is special.
All right, so we're gonna try the wine here too. Oh my gosh.
Surrender to the flow.
Yep.
This is a Pinot Noir. Please help yourself.
This is yours?
This is my label. Surrender to the Flow is our house label. I created this for my grad school project, and we've been able to turn it into a brand. So Surrender to the Flow, we serve at the restaurant, is called Volume 2, and it's a Tempranillo and Mourvedre. This is Pinot Noir. Raymond Smith, my buddy over there at Indigene Cellars, he helped me make this wine specific for the Pinot Paella Festival. So I like to say it's like the younger brother of Ryan's, or the kid brother, if you will. It's a little lighter in style, and it pairs.
Let me try it. It's a nice, even flow all the way through.
Surrender to the flow.
Like right here, it gets me right at the lips, and then it's a flow all the way through.
There's a smoothness, all right?
It really is.
So
it really is.
I liked it as a food pairing wine because it's a smooth. Sometimes wines are big and bold on their own, and they're just wow. And then you get some fat, the ribeye and Cabernet Sauvignon. Pinot Noir is a delicate wine. It's a thin skin grape, so we call this the phenolic compounds. The structure of the wine comes from the skins, right? That's all the tannins and the barrel. So this thin skin. So think of cherries. Think of bright cherries. Think of great acidity. So it kind of gets you in the back of your
right there.
Yeah,
right there in the back, right behind my back teeth. So now
that's where it's a good food pairing wine. When you have that nice acidity, then you have a bite of the food, and it kind of just strips it away.
So now you're a chef, right? And so now you're a winemaker.
Crazy, dude.
What else are you gonna do?
Crazy.
Like, are you gonna stop here, or is this it?
You know
what?
what?
You're just gonna master the wines now.
These are the things that I'm most passionate about. Yeah,
together.
Food and wine, and getting together with music friends and just celebrating life, man. Just hanging out. We got Templeton Concert in the Park coming up here in a couple weeks, so you'll find me every Wednesday because Jeffry's is closed. The restaurant's closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Part of the reason we close Tuesdays and Wednesdays because we like to come to Templeton Concerts in the Park.
So Jeffrey, before we get out of here, tell me one last question. How do you guys roll the Grateful Dead logo? Right there.
Wave that flag.
Yes,
wave it wide
How
and
do you
high.
do that?
Man. It's a cultural thing, man. I was able to get into the Grateful Dead when I was 18 years old. That's been 30 some years that I've been a fan of this band, and I've met so many great people through the camaraderie and the music that is the Grateful Dead, and so it's like a fraternity, if you will. When I was in college, I didn't do the fraternity thing. I just did some things that get myself hanging around those guys. But at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of Grateful Dead, jam bands, Fish. So Surrender to the Flow. If there's any fans out there, that's a Fish reference. And I went to college in Rhode Island, so I got involved with Fish, who kind of when Jerry Garcia died, right? I was just graduated high school. And I saw how many people it affected when I was living in Yellowstone National Park. All these people from all around the country were in Yellowstone. We were working and enjoying life. And Jerry Garcia died, and I saw the impact that he made on so many people. And that's kind of where, as we say, that's when I got on the bus. And I became a Deadhead. And the fact that they're coming up on 60 years this August, they're doing Grateful Dead's having their 60th year anniversary. My daughters are into it. I got my, the fact that everybody, the culture of the Grateful Dead, the family, the community, the great music, the getting together, it's a lifestyle,
Right.
And that's what makes it fun. So we wave our flag wide and high. I appreciate the question. And
awesome.
Listen,
Jeffrey, thank you so much. Jeffrey's
Randy.
Wine Country Barbecue.
Yes, sir.
Right there at Norma's Alley.
Norma's Alley,
Norma's
downtown
Alley.
Paso,
Downtown
between
Paso Robles.
12th and 13th, and Park and Pine.
Awesome, guys.
Come
Thank
see
you
us.
so much.
Cheers, bro.
All right, guys, we're down here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival, Downtown Park in Templeton, and we will be right back to What's Up North County.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
Catering. Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. We're out here at the 20th Annual Pinot and Paella Festival. If you guys missed it, gosh dang it, you guys better get out here next year. But we got Matt here with Paso Catering. And Matt, you're one of the chefs there with the paella. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this is seafood, kind of a mixed paella. The fun thing is it actually has wild sockeye salmon in it, which is totally not traditional at all, but really brought a depth of seafood flavor to the whole thing. We also served it with steamed mussels and sautéed shrimp, which we ran out of, and they're not on yours.
No
Sorry,
kidding.
but yeah. So this is an example of maybe not something we offer every day for caterings, but one of our packages we do is paella for 30 to 300. We can make a lot of it, and it's one of our great ways to feed a lot of people.
Do you feel like paella is like one of those like untouched dishes that like, because I didn't know anything about paella before this.
I feel like it's one of those things you either have heard of it and are in love with it, or you've never heard of it and you have no idea what it is. And
I'm that guy.
Yeah, and once you do, I mean, it's kind of like jambalaya. It's like it's what there's nothing not to like. So once you've had it, you tend to like it, and people get kind of obsessed with it and really want specific and very traditional styles, especially if you've been to Spain, and had it there and you have a good memory of this like incredible experience. You're trying to always find that again. So
do you have different types, or is this, or just this?
No, yeah. So we will actually do completely custom paellas if you want. We can do squid ink. There's like this
like
Negra.
somebody's input, like we want seafood or.
Yeah, so like there's like a standard that's like linguiça and chicken and a very basic one. We do a vegetarian. We can do a vegetarian. We can do the standard with seafood, or we can do a seafood only. So there's kind of endless variations, and what we like to do at Paso Catering is really have a conversation with you and figure out what you're looking for. So we don't just do paella; we do all kinds of food. So we're an Asian background, so we're really we can do Japanese and Indian style food too, and our standard packages are really just like tri-tip barbecue, like everybody loves. We do a braised winter braised short ribs and mashed potatoes style
that
package.
Sounds good, man. You just got me.
Yeah, and then we do like a big Italian feast with pastas and salads and focaccia bread and all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of what we do, different varieties, and we really try to have a conversation with our clients and figure out what they want and cater to them. So that's kind of our slogan.
So on the paella, what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite, or
okay?
Can you
so my favorite style, of the paellas here? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't actually taste everybody's paella, but I really enjoy when they have the succorat on the bottom. Really, that's really crispy. It's not burnt, but it's crispy. It's toasty. That it gives that textural change to the rice. A lot of them had that today, so I was really, really happy with that. Yeah.
So you guys have been out there since probably 10-ish. Yep. This morning.
Got loaded in we actually went to the kitchen at 8:30. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have been out here, most of the day, more than most out here.
Yeah.
Cooking it up. You're on the fire pits and all that stuff. And thank goodness the heat, didn't get
could
crazy.
Have been worse. It was worse last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that cooking in this kind of heat?
Dude, you're melting over the fire, man. You're just totally
you got that
melting.
Big ash pan. I mean, that pan is massive.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
fire. It's like, the heat radiant off that is 20 degrees hotter than when it's outside.
Well, I'm not the chef. My mom, Trish, she's the chef. She's been doing this since before I was born. So she's been cooking. She's been on the line slinging food since 1983. And she's like, this is nothing. Like, she's been in that hot ass kitchen that, no ventilation, where, 12-hour shifts. Like, so this is just for fun.
So Matt, tell me about growing up and eating food like on dinners. Was it just like a bunch of variety, or was it like, all right, here's some mac and cheese, here's a breakfast burrito?
Yeah, we didn't starve. Yeah, no, we had a lot of good food. We, there was a lot of leftovers from catering.
Would you try out stuff on you guys?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Recipe testing all the time. Yeah, recipe test constantly. And then as I got older, I got to have fun and work with my mom on like, hey, okay, that was really good, but what if you try this next time? And, we really got to enjoy like our relationship of, getting better together,
Tell me about a dish that you guys came up with together, like maybe she brought it to you and you're like, hey, maybe we try this that you guys have, cultivated together.
I feel like, paella to one degree has been a little bit of a group effort, but she definitely took the lead on it. We did the normal COVID white person thing of got into sourdough. And I got into it really hard first, and then she got into it really hard later, and we were able to help each other make better bread.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Sourdough bread,
but what does that mean? You got into COVID sourdough. What does that mean?
During COVID, there was like all these people were staying home from work, and they got into making sourdough bread at home. It was like a whole trend thing on social media and all this stuff, and all these videos came out, and so we started, and we had always been huge fans of really good bread, having traveled and really eaten some, better than your average local bakery or what's in the grocery store, and then we started working on it with that chef background, with the science-based background of like, how do we do it better? How do we do it, at a higher level? And really tried to dial it in. And we've made some really good stuff. And then focaccia, which is an Italian style of bread. That's been a really fun adventure. Like really getting down to that. Actually, pizza dough. So pizza dough has been really fun to work on together and create something that's actually better. So at Tobin James next month, there's going to be a pizza throwdown. It's going to be, I think it's 5 different chefs, and you're doing all the different, each chef is doing their best pizza, and it's going to get judged. And I think we have a crust that is pretty outstanding. I think it's going to stand up to some pretty fierce competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Matt, tell me, so you guys do everything with your catering. You do from small to big.
Yeah.
What's your
30 to 300? So that's kind of our range. We really kind of look at jobs that come in, opportunities that come in, and we really try to figure out what works for them, and if it's if they need vegetarian or vegan or specific things, we can do it. And even if it's only we're doing a catering for 200 and there's 5 people that are gluten free, we can make those 5.
So Matt, I'm gonna have a bite of this, and I'd like you to tell me what is all in this as I'm eating this.
Absolutely.
Because I'm starving.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. So first of all, the most important thing is the rice. So we use real Valencian bomba rice. There's a specific breed strain of rice, creates a specific texture it doesn't fall apart. It holds together in its as little beads. Should feel like little pearls in your mouth almost. And then the linguiça adds a really nice like smokiness and beefiness. And then there's the salmon should add this really nice briny, oceany aroma flavor. It's
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The salmon was like immediate right there. I was
nice.
like, you don't see the salmon. I don't see the.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about the salmon.
Right.
Until I just tasted it. I was thinking linguiça.
Right.
I was
Because you
thinking
can
the
see
meats.
it. Yeah.
But then right when I taste my mind to my taste buds went, what the hell?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then I forgot about the salmon and I was like, wow, this tastes really seafoodish.
Right.
Like really. But then you're just
And then saffron. So saffron pairs really well with seafood. It's one of the reasons that like some of the most popular paellas are seafood-based paellas. It really goes well. It's additive. You know, the saffron plus the seafood make both more powerful. So and she uses a lot of saffron. I think it's a little financially irresponsible, but you know, most expensive
this is
spice
good,
on
bro.
the planet.
This
so,
is delicious.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Good.
All right, man.
Happy
So
you
how
like
does
it.
people find you guys?
So we're at PasoCatering.com. If you're interested in us, if it's a backyard party or if it's a 300-person wedding, you fill out the same form on the website, put all your events information in, and we'll get back to you. You know, so that's the primary form of contact. We have social media as well, mostly Instagram at Paso Catering.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thanks for coming on and thanks for bringing this awesome dish, man.
My pleasure.
And do we have winners yet? Not yet.
We've won this thing a couple times, so
Okay.
we're waiting for it.
We'll see what happens, man. Thanks for coming on. All right, guys, we're What's Up North County. We'll be right back.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County. Oh my God, we had a great time out at the 20th annual Pinot and Paella Festival. Guys, if you guys didn't not get out here, you guys missed a time of your life. There is so many wineries out here. We got paella. Oh my God. I mean, look at this stuff here. I mean, you don't even see the salmon, and it was delicious. So you guys got to make it out here next year. This thing benefits the Paso Robles Youth Arts Foundation, which we had the Godfather on here that invented all this stuff 20 years ago, and the vision, and we are right here. And we want to thank our sponsors because appreciate them following us in this journey, what we're doing, and we absolutely love what we are doing, guys. But guys, if you guys didn't get out here, make sure you guys get out here next year. Get your tickets early. And What's Up North County, guys? Hey, we're the ones that bring you guys what's happening here in the North County. So until next year, guys, we are What's Up North County. We will see you next year.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
And Deanna.
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.